Hello, and welcome to another episode of our special segment of Should I Use That Drug? My name is Serena Schoonmaker, and with us today we have a special guest, Nathan McGee. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
I'm glad you could be here with us.
Oh.
Today's topic is on raspberry ketones. Now, it's my understanding that you've actually tried raspberry ketones before, is that correct?
Yeah, yes I have.
And kind of like, what did you use it for? Can you share a little bit about your experience with it?
Mainly I just used it because my friends told me that it was cool and it helped you lose weight for like the summertime.
Alright, well, today we're going to actually talk about raspberry ketones, and we're going to start with the history and structure of it. So, in a paper by Park, he goes into detail about raspberry ketones, and it's in the journal Planta Medica in 2010. And it's actually a natural compound that is found in raspberries, and it's traditionally been known to be used as a flavoring agent in processed foods mainly, and then also fragrance in soaps and perfumes. Now there's like a huge praise about losing weight, and it's been spurred pretty much by Dr. Oz had it on his show.
Yeah, that was huge.
And because he put it on there, everyone started going and buying it. So only within the last couple of years is how this has gotten started.
Yeah, then that Garcia, Cambodia.
Yeah, that too. And Dr. Oz on the show claimed that raspberry ketones can help burn fat and speed up metabolism, and that's what seems to be appealing to most people that take it.
Yeah. You don't want to lose weight.
Right, exactly, in an easy way, just taking the pill. These are the pills that he started taking, and this is another form, it's a powder form that you can mix into a drink. Part of the reasoning that's given for raspberry ketones to help boost the metabolism and induce weight loss has to do with molecular structure.
Mm-hmm.
Raspberry,
fat cells, right?
yeah. Raspberry ketone has a very similar molecular structure to that of capsaicin and synephrine. Both of these have a lipolytic effect in adipocytes, and adipocytes are cells that are found in connective tissue, and their primary job is to store fat. So when you take this, your cells go through lipolysis, where it breaks down all the lipids that are in the fat cells, the adipocytes. Yeah, and it turns them into triglycerides, so it turns the cells into glycerol and free fatty acids, which helps burn the weight.
Mm-hmm.
But keep in mind that adiponectin has been shown to help regulate body weight and metabolism. So they feel that because these two other drugs do it, and raspberry ketone structure is so similar to theirs, that they feel like it will have the same effect. That's their whole reason.
That's amazing. So there's no studies that like support like fat loss, like to lose weight and stuff.
You mean specifically for that?
You just said like fragrance and
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the thing is, yes and no. There are some studies that they go into detail about the weight loss part, but the only thing is the studies involve rats and mice, not humans. So, which is kind of ironic because us as humans are the ones that are taking it. Rats aren't going to choose to take it themselves. Another study was done by Wong in 2012, and this study involved 40 rats. The rats were also fed the fattening diet, and one group was given the raspberry ketones as well. In this study, increased the levels of the hormone adiponectin in the rats that got the raspberry ketones, which we talked about before was with the adipocytes and the lipolysis.
Yeah. And stuff.
And while this may be the case that they were losing weight, the rats were given doses of raspberry ketones 100 times than the recommended dose for humans.
They're about taking a whole bottle a day.
Right, which is not something that we're going to do to get those results. Well, maybe some of us will, but most people wouldn't.
So I mean, like I know that when they do a lot of these studies and stuff, they have tested with animals first.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any? I mean, there's no side effects of losing weight. Is there any side effects of like bad things that will happen if you take it?
Since there's not a lot of information investigating this weight loss supplement, there are not really a lot of known side effects or security in the safety of this product. The only side effects that may occur come from the similarity of the raspberry ketone molecular structure to synephrine, which is what we talked about earlier. And so synephrine side effects can include feelings of jitteriness, increase in blood pressure.
Pre-workout.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you took caffeine even,
Mm.
or a rapid heartbeat. So because the molecular structure is so close to synephrine, the studies are speculating that maybe they can have the same or similar side effects. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, the biggest thing that I've been taking them is it's kind of curious. Even on the bottles, like, if you take different raspberry bottles and different people that give them to you will tell you different things. Some people tell you like you want to take 2 tablets, but it's pretty easy. Some people are telling you it doesn't matter when you take them.
Mm-hmm.
People are just saying you gotta take 10 tablets a day. Like, how many tablets are you going to take?
It's just such a range. I know what you're talking about. Like, I've seen a range from 100 to 700 milligrams once or twice a day. Like,
sometimes they say you have to take it like specifically an hour and 3 or 4.
Right. Well, the dosage for humans is not entirely clear because, like I said, I've seen ranges from 100 to 400 milligrams, 1 to 2 times a day.
Wouldn't it depend like on the weight and stuff?
Yeah, actually, well, because the researchers tried like comparing dosages that they did in rats to humans, and they said the estimated rat dosage for 870 to 3,700 milligrams is equivalent for a 150-pound person, and it goes up from there. But that's a lot. That's a huge dosage. Like, it's nothing equivalent to any other weight loss supplement. We're not going to be taking 1,500 milligrams a day. That's a lot. It's a relatively high dose, and it's equivalent to some studies saying consuming 90 pounds of raspberries. So it's just almost unreal to get that much in your body, and is it really worth it to take that much?
Well, supposedly Dr. Oz was saying that by taking the pill, you're taking like equivalent to like 100 pounds of raspberries, but you don't have to actually eat 100 pounds of raspberries. Right. Who has the time to eat 100 pounds of raspberries?
So instead, they're giving you the pill forms that's the high dosage.
Right. That's what I meant.
So as you can see, these dosages are pretty high, and there's really no way that raspberry ketones can be concentrated in the human body the same way that was done in the research to the rats or the in vitro.
Okay. I mean, okay, so if we're not totally sure on the side effects, like in like professional organizations, like they use because I know there's a lot of certain supplements that aren't allowed to use in like professional, because it gives them an unfair edge.
Right.
So.
Well, because of the lack of research of the use and its side effects in the body, professional organizations like the NCAA, the Olympics, and NBA, MLB, those kinds of organizations, they don't necessarily ban it because they don't know like how there would be an unfair advantage, only because they don't know what it does to you, really. So it's not banned; you can take it. Right.
Okay. Well, personally, would you recommend using it as a weight loss supplement?
Personally, I don't.
Get your figure out.
Yeah.
Summertime,
I feel like there are more effective ways that we know the research behind it, and of course the normal diet, exercise, which isn't ideal for people because they say it takes too much time and it is a lifestyle change. So, in my opinion, I wouldn't take this supplement because you need to find out more about it. And it may not hurt you, but it also may not be helping. So why take something just because and waste your money? Exactly. So until there's more research done and we can find out what the side effects are, proper dosages, I would say maybe try something else. They may have similar structures and process of metabolizing as like in the rat studies, but in the end they're rats and we're people, and we have more complicated metabolizing processes and just structures in our body, so it's not going to have the same effect.
Well, I mean, wow, that's a lot different than Dr. Oz's show.
Broke it down a little bit more.
He was just like, you're going to take 90 pounds of raspberries. You can't take 90 pounds of raspberries yourself. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of information I didn't know about raspberry ketones. I mean, I thought like just pop a couple pills and
lose weight
for the day, just still go eat that hamburger. Yeah. I mean, thank you so much. I mean, it's probably going to save me some money and help me more informed what I put into my body.
Right. Do you have any other questions?
No, I think we basically covered everything. Want to get some to eat?
All right, let's go. We pop our raspberry ketones as well.
Get you one of these too right now.
Yeah.
It'll work.
All right, thank you, Mason, for coming, and thank you guys for joining us on our special segment of Should I Use That Drug? I hope that what you learned today has been helpful for you, and I hope you make your choice. Thank you for joining us. Bye.